We are going to look at some strips as they're going across the screen, as they're actually moving. Part of being able to do telemetry monitoring or working in a cardiac care and emergency room is to watch the monitor as it's actually going across the screen and be able to interpret it. Now remember that you'll always be able to run a strip from your monitors to sit and look at it in more detail to measure your intervals, but you're going to need to get used to just looking at them as they're moving to be able to tell what they basically are. So when we are looking at this right here, this first strip as it's going across, it looks like here, I'm going to go ahead and pause it, that I have from QRS to QRS to QRS to QRS to QRS. It looks regular. Now, this doesn't show me hash marks, so this doesn't really look like a full 6-second strip. It might be close though, so I would have a rate of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so a rate of 60. I have a P wave for each and every QRS. Now you really won't be able to measure your interval measurements until you actually run your strip and you see your grids behind you. But you can still, just by looking, you can see it doesn't look like it's overly long or overly short. Your QRS, when you have a normal size QRS, it generally looks narrow as it's going across the screen, and your QT interval doesn't look overly long either. So it looks like I would have a sinus rhythm here. Now this next rhythm that's coming across the screen, it looks like it has slowed down. Now again, even though this isn't really marked for a 6-second strip, I can see that I have what looked like a regular rhythm as it was going across the screen. I can tell it looks slow. I still have a sinus P wave though for each and every QRS, and it looks like I have a normal size QRS and a normal QT interval. My rate just looks slow, so it would be a sinus bradycardia. Okay, now this one as it's coming across the screen, it looks here, I can see that it's fast. R to R to R looks regular. I still see my sinus P wave. Intervals don't look off, but I can tell it looked fast. And now this one here that's coming across, it looks like it's slowing down. Now it looks like it's speeding up. Here it looks like it's slowing down again. And here it looks like it's speeding up again. So if you have something that's slowing up, speeding down, you have an irregular R to R, but you're still seeing that sinus P wave for each and every beat. You're still seeing a normal PR interval that is not changing throughout your strip. It's just that variant of sinus rhythm that we talked about called sinus arrhythmia. And it's very typical with the respiratory cycle to see that speeding up and slowing down. Okay, so that was just kind of a quick overview of what our rhythms looked like. And I will just play that for you one more time so you can kind of get used to it again. Just a looking through, and this time I'm not going to stop it. So this one here looked like our sinus rhythm. Now it looks like I have a nice slow rhythm, but I still see that sinus P wave for each and every beat with normal interval measurements. So I would have a sinus bradycardia. Here our rate is speeding up, but I can still see that sinus P wave with it and a normal size QRS. So here I would have a sinus tachycardia. And now I have one that looks like a normal rate, but then it looks like it's slowing down. Looks like it's speeding back up. Looks like it's slowing down again. Again, a sinus arrhythmia. Very normal with children or with patients that have irregular breathing patterns. So that is going to conclude looking at our rhythm strips for sinus rhythms.